Hello YouTubers, what we're going to do today is we're going to take Silhouette's new metallic tattoo paper and we are going to put it on some candles. It's a pretty quick and easy project and a great gift if you wanted to give it to a neighbor. And let me go show you what you need. You're going to need Silhouette's tattoo paper. In a pack comes two 9.5 or 8.5 by 11 inch sheets, so paper size. My big gripe with this is that the tattoo paper is expensive. It's anywhere between $9 and $12. I think the last time I looked, the silver was a little bit cheaper than the gold, but it's expensive for 2 sheets, so use it sparingly. So you will need tattoo paper, and then I've been using candles from the dollar store. You're going to need to remove all of their wrapping. You place it directly on the wax. And another word about the designs. It seems that fat and simple tend to do better. My original idea was these little swirly ghosts was to use them, but it really struggled to come off. My best result has been with this love, which is a fairly fat and simple design. Jolly did pretty good, but this one's a little bit skinnier, and so we got some of this, and then it just didn't transfer. Also, it's a bit long, which probably could have been some of the trouble too. You need to understand it's not going to be perfect like vinyl would be, where you have a clean, crisp edge. You can kind of get, it kind of gets a little wobbly, and also gives a bit of an imprint on it. So it's kind of a more rustic, maybe distressed vibe than a perfectly clean cut, crisp vibe. So keep that in mind too. So we're going to go load a little Christmas tree into Silhouette, and then we're going to cut it. So one more word about our little ghost. The candles are only about 3 inches tall. If you had made him bigger and put him on maybe a much larger, fatter candle, he probably would have transferred a little bit better. But as I previously stated, the sheets are expensive, and so I wasn't willing to risk it. But that's something else to keep in mind. Alright, so we're in Silhouette Studio. I've done file and merged and brought in my Christmas tree that I want. So he is currently too tall. Like I said before, my candles are only 3 inches tall. So I want to make him a little bit shorter. So we're going to come over here to the transform panel. Come over here to our scale. And let's lock our aspect ratio, because if I don't, it's going to get distorted. And let's make this guy about 2 inches tall. So there we go. And then we can duplicate him. Why don't we make him a little bit shorter? So we can have a couple little Christmas trees here. Alright. So we have a little bit more interesting of a scene. Now, for this design, it doesn't really matter, but for any other design, you need to flip it, because you're going to be flipping over your metallic transfer paper. So you need to flip your design, mirror your design. We are going to go over here to our spin panel and highlight all of these guys and click cut. And then over here, we're going to go down to temporary tattoo metallic. Don't click on this one, it'll get you different settings, but click on this guy. And I've just been using these settings with my regular ratchet blade and have gotten just fine results. So this is my Silhouette mat. I have my paper under it so y'all can see it. And this is my gold metallic paper. I just peeled off my cover, and we're just gonna place this guy on here. It's got a paper backing on it. This backing is paper, so I wouldn't recommend putting this on a brand spanking new mat. It probably is not gonna come up all that pretty. And then we just put it through the mat, or we just put it through the machine at speed of 3, force of 25, and a bleed of 2. And I've just been using my regular ratchet blade on this. Alright, so we are all cut. We need faint little trees. So flip it and peel. I actually cut a little bit too deep. Interesting. So mine actually cut a little bit too deep. I shouldn't have done that. But you can still use them. So we're going to cut our trees. metallic and a little hard to see. So we're just going to cut our trees out. Now, the way this works is you want to, there's a clear plastic coating on top, and you want to peel it off over the areas you want to transfer. So I want my tree to transfer, so I peeled the tree off. All right. And I have a fairly damp paper towel here. And we're going to take our candle. Will it fit in here? I'm going to take our candle, and this is some blue painter's tape. I've just put it in here to keep it from moving. You're going to flip it over to the back and place it on the candle. And then we're going to soak it and let it sit there for several seconds. And then we're going to peel. So you might have to tap it down a little bit, but there it is. It's still kind of cool. So there we go. In a perfect world, this would have cut better. In a perfect world, this wasn't supposed to cut through the back, but it did. So that's why it's peeling off. All right, so we'll put on one more, and I'm just gonna pop them out since it cut through most of it. And in all honesty, you could probably use this as a negative too. So remember to peel off the plastic. And then we'll flip it. And the front's a little sticky to help hold it in place. And then cover it for a couple seconds with your, and then it should peel right off. Alright, so there we go. I even used the negative since our machine cut a little too deep. It didn't do that on any other test runs, but for today it decided to cut a little too deep, so I just used the negative too. So see, it's pretty quick and a great way to personalize stuff, teacher gift, neighbors, friends. So just keep the design fat and simple, and you'll end up with a good outcome. I hope you liked our little video. Please like and subscribe to our little channel for some more crafty tutorials. Thanks for watching.